Alright, welcome back. So today we're on the TLR Typhon. This was the one I went ahead and serviced with all the Cal RC products, and I noticed the last time we had it out we're about 6 battery packs into it, 6.5, and it was starting to squeak. I also noticed this wheel here, it's got some camber to it, noticing there might be an issue with the front lower pin or the pill, because this is a TLR Typhon. They have pills that adjust the location of those pins to give you camber, caster, the degree for your rear. It'll tow it in, tow it out, that kind of stuff. And I do have all those pills, so we're going to go ahead, pop that apart. The front of this, we're going to get this thing cleaned up, and then we're going to do another service with all the Cal RC products. My son's been using basically warm soapy water, basically the way we've always done it with our RCs, and we're trying to do a comparison. Will the Cal RC products, their line of products, make an RC last a lot longer versus, you know, just the way we've always serviced it with simple green or soapy water, just warm soapy water to clean up the chassis, clean up the arms, that kind of stuff. So with that said, we're going to, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some of the chassis and parts wash and wipe everything down. Then we're going to pop the lid out of the gallon. This is where we're at so far. And we've been servicing this RC for a while now and cleaning them with this products. So it does seem to last with the concentrate that they've sent you. It's going to take a while to use up that bottle of concentrate at this rate. So all we're going to do, like, this isn't for the tires, it's just for the chassis basically. We're just going to give it a little spritz. Give this a few minutes to work. We are doing it on the Cal RC mat. You have to supply your own spray bottle, and your own distilled water is what they recommend, not tap water. And as we've seen, this stuff does not remove any grease, unlike when I say warm soapy water, we use like Dawn dish soap or any dish soap that's available, that kind of stuff. That stuff tends to cut grease, but this stuff, as we've seen with this test I've done with these bottles, there is no grease in them. I've put diff covers, all kinds of greasy parts into them, and it just does not break down the grease. So we're going to give this a few seconds to soak in. Then we're going to, at least on the chassis, the body, we can go ahead and wipe off and remove now. These are the Cal RC microfibers. Some people said, I noticed in the comments that it's not worth spending the extra money on these products, and that the only reason I'm videoing this and showing this product is because this is a sponsored product. Now, just got to tell you guys something. Cal RC did, like I said before, send out this product. They didn't ask for a video at all. They literally told me, we don't want a video. We have sponsored racers out there that promote our product and use our product. We have a lot of people out there that that promote our product that are sponsored. They're not sponsoring me. They don't want any request of me doing a video shout out on this product. They could care less. They said use the product and give them feedback. That's basically is what they told me. They didn't ask for these videos at all, just so you guys are aware. And I have said it before, is that the product was sent to me. But my channel's always been the same. I'm not a sponsored channel. I've never been a sponsored channel. I pay for everything that I show on the channel. And if I don't pay for it, then I let you guys know whether I pay for it or not. Because for me, never give a good review on something that I'd have no idea how the product works. And that's why I'm using the product on this one particular RC, servicing it the way they're asking me to service it, to see if the product literally does work. We'll find out. Only time's gonna tell. In my opinion, the only way you're really gonna know is if you use the product over time and try to use it the way they recommend it. I don't always do things the way people recommend it. I want to see what the product does when I use it wrong as well, just so you know. Because I know, like this parts chassis wash, you're not supposed to use it on tires. They actually have a tire cleaner, which we're going to do on these today, since these are all brand new tires. I didn't really want to do them on the factory ones because I've been doing hot soapy water with those for as long as I can remember. Now you can do the rims on the parts and chassis wash. So I'm going to set all these off to the side. I'm going to set these off to the side as well. We're going to let this product soak in a little bit. You don't want to use this product on the ESC, and definitely don't have any power to the ESC. Because this is a water-based product, and they have an ESC cleaner, which is basically their degreaser. Sounded like there was an accident outside. Alright, we're going to let this soak in a little bit, and we'll be right back. Alright, I just gave it a little wipe down. Wait about, I mean, you should wait about 10 minutes, but I waited about 5 minutes. I wiped off the cow RC mat because I had a lot of liquid in there from it bleeding off all the dirt. So I just took the towel and just wiped it down. As you can see, it's still wet, still dripping. But this is supposed to stop you from rusting all those bolts using regular tap water. And that was the whole reason of me going to the car wash, the self car wash, is because that's recycled like filtered water versus using like a tap water type thing. But this should be clean enough, just wiping it down. And I did have to wring this out once. Just wiping it down like that. Matte tend to contain everything, which was pretty cool. So at this point, what I'm going to do is so I'm going to disconnect the steering, because I'm going to pull off. Actually, I'm not going to pull the whole diff. I just need to pull the pins off. So we're going to go ahead and take out the screws for that. And having a little pocket for screws is very helpful. So you can see all the dirt in there. The areas, no matter what, unless you take the part off, is not going to get it clean. But that's why we have this towel here. And wipe all that stuff down. Wipe the front of this down. There's a rock in there. You can still see stuff dripping off, which is good. I'm just going to use a couple tires so you guys can see what's going on. And you can see that there's some mud in there. Chassis looks okay. I'm going to take this front bracket off. These are holding our pills. I call them pills. They're just little plugs that offset the pin. There we go. So yeah, this pin is going to be bent. And this bracket might be a little bent, but this pin I can tell is severely bent. Yep. Look at that. Look at how bent that pin is. And that's why I was noticing the camber issue when I was out there. This one's still straight, but you can notice the rust on this, so we're going to clean this up. And I think I'm going to have to replace that pin. So let me see what I have for replacement pins and go from there. But even the control arm is a little oblonged, so I might have an arm for this. So here's those pills I was talking about. This comes with the TLR Typhon kit. These are all the pills and the adjustments you can do to the suspension. And let's see if this is the right side arm. This is my son broke an arm and we had to buy a kit. Yeah, I think this is the arm. We'll replace the arm because that hole's oblonged out. So we're going to go ahead and stick this arm in there as well. This was the part number, AR330503. My son broke this arm, so I'm going to use this arm on this one because it's sold in pairs for the front. So we'll get this pin straightened out. We'll be right back. Alright, so went ahead and got the control arm off. I want to show you up close why I'm replacing the arm. So here's the old arm, and as you can see how it's pushed over? So even putting a straight pin in there, you're going to have all that in there that can cause the pin to bend right away. So we'll just stick in a new arm, and then you see the pin perfect all the way around versus putting the pin in this way. You can see the gap over here where the pin will just bend right away on the next impact on that arm. So it's best just to replace out that pin. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do real quick. First thing we're going to do is just transfer over the hardware, which this one is to lock the shock in, the shock pin. So we're just going to transfer that so that it's in the right spot. And remember, these new arms, the plastic is not, they're not threaded. So that's in there, and when you flip it over, there's your grub screw. So make sure, right now that's pretty much flush. So we're going to go ahead and pull out this grub screw and transfer that as well. And we'll have to set our droop. So I'm going to just set it up flush. And then the other thing is I had to grab my bag of pills because the pill is damaged as well. That's pretty much flush. And that's all we need off of the old arm. The back side is good. The front side is no good. So even though we didn't break the arm, we ruined the arm for what we're trying to do. And then take the new arm. I'm going to put a little on these pins too. God, that pin is still a little bent. This pin is not. Let's see if I can find a pin. Alright, went ahead and got a new pin because this pin is bent. So now we have two straight pins. Here's the new pin, nice and smooth. Here's the other pin, nice and smooth. So now we can go ahead and put our control arm back on. Bearing's kind of rough. I don't even know if it's the bearing or it's this joint, because we've been spraying these joints. Yeah, it's not the bearing. Even though I feel like these bearings could be a little smoother. The silicone. Ultra light grease. That inner bearing's a little rough. Outer one's fine. Look at all that dirt. Nice and smooth again. So much better. Really a lot of damage to this side. Now the next thing I need to do is we're going to change out this pill because it has the same problem. So this one you can see is oblong, just like the control arm. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean up these wheels. Group is perfect. And there we go. No more camber to that wheel. Droop perfect. And that's it. All back together. Ready to rip. And no more damage to the steering. So this one's ready to rip. We'll get my son's fixed up. And there we go. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Cow RC product. Finding the bad parts. This is why you service things. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.